Good morning, everyone. It's August 13th, and this is going to be a pretty quick video. It's just a few things I wanted to talk about, things that I have come up with that I'm trying to organize in the near future. I haven't done much stitching. I have done one little project here. I've started, I need a small finish, so I started this very small project. You can just see the beginning of it there. Actually, I think that's upside down. It goes like this. And my needle is gone. Great. I don't have a needle minder for this one. Unfortunately, I made a big mistake. I was taking my Storytime sampler off of my frame, and I was going to go put it away, but it had been sitting for so long. It had dust and it has little hairs for my cats, my dogs, my dog on it, and so I went to shake it out. It had my dragon needle minder on it. Ooh. Yeah, that it went flying. I haven't been able to find it, unfortunately. So it probably went underneath some furniture somewhere, and I can't find it. Frustrating. So I have a small blue one, but it's there right now. Fortunately, I took part in Gina Unique Needle Minders sale that happened last week, or a few weeks ago, and I should be getting those soon. So more needle minders on the way, but for now I'm needle minderless. They really do make a difference. It's insane how much difference they make in convenience and keeping track of your needle. Okay, so the two topics I need to talk to you about today. One is Secret Stitcher. I don't know if any of you remember, but in my very first video, I mentioned that I come from Reddit Gifts and Reddit, and Reddit Gifts did a needleworker exchange, which I thought was fantastic. And personally, I would love to be able to exchange gifts with people I've met through either Facebook groups, Reddit, or, you know, FlossTube. It'd be really cool to see what this group of awesome people would do with this kind of exchange. So I have set up a Facebook group, and there's currently 3 poll questions on it. I'll put the address to the Facebook group in the description below. Please join my Facebook group and answer the questions so I know what kind of time frame we're looking at. The 3 questions are: when would you like it to participate? This fall, this Christmas. Okay, so this fall, so October, November time. I'm giving myself a little bit of time to organize all this. Or Christmas time, so it's actually like a Secret Santa. We could do a Secret Santa whole thing. At Christmas time, which would be December, January time. Early next year, which would be February, March, or next spring. I don't really want to go past that because that's kind of planning for a full year in the future. So, yeah, so that's the one question. The other question is recommended. I'm not going to put a minimum or maximum amount because of the fact that if you feel like being extremely generous, I don't think you should be not able to. But there will be a recommended amount that you should spend, or that is not that you should spend, because it's not, because something that could be very inexpensive could be something very, you know, meaningful to the other person. The whole idea is to be able to find something meaningful the other person will really enjoy. Because we all share this hobby, that's going to make things a little bit easier on us because we at least know the subject matter. And there'll be options, I think, on the, there's a website that I'm going to be using for this called Elfster. and it basically takes all the guesswork out of the actual exchanging of information part. Everyone is signed up through that, and that way, you know, that I'm not collecting everyone's addresses and then choosing who gets who as a stitcher. No, it's completely random. It's Elfster. Go check it out. It's really cool. Great for like if you do office Secret Santas or family Secret Santas or that kind of stuff. Great for keeping everything on track. The other poll questions, how much? I'm thinking $20, $30. Also for our international FlossTubers, you know what I found is great when these kind of gift exchanges become international? If you shop through Amazon from that person's home country, then you're easily able to the shipping is a lot less expensive. You'll pay for shipping as if it was from that country. So don't let being an international, not in the US, not in North America, keep you from participating in this exchange. There are ways to work that. Also, US people, don't be afraid to, if you get someone not from the US, to go and check out Amazon or you know what's, here's a great idea. Check out, you know, if say you're matched with a UK stitcher, check out things like Joderies, or you know, I think there was Carolyn Mazzeo was talking about an Australian needleminder person. You know, shop Etsy stores for those areas. Do that kind of thing to be able to bring costs of shipping down, because I know cost of shipping is something we all deal with coming to get our stash and our things for our own personal, you know, projects. So there's all kinds of ways. Don't think that it's just a North American thing. I want this to be global. That's how I am. So basically what we're going to end up doing is sorry, just had to approve one more person joining the group. Yay, that's like 3 people who join now. I just posted this on StitchMania, so you probably have seen it there if you're on StitchMania. So yes, that is Secret Stitcher, and I know I'm going to say this up front. I am aware that there is a group, I believe it's been done by Under the Sea Fabrics. And it was a year-long Secret Stitcher, which I really like that idea. And I've tried several times to ask people about the whole Secret Stitcher thing on Under the Sea Fabric Facebook group, but it's failed, and I don't know why. People just be like, yeah, it's an exchange we did last year, and I'm like, oh, okay, no info, no kind of, so I don't know if they're planning on doing it again. I was considering offering that kind of idea for here, but I didn't want to seem I definitely didn't want to seem like I was taking someone else's idea. So I think the exchange of just the one-time exchange is the way to go, at least in the beginning. I'm still going to try to figure out who's involved and who's organizing that exchange, because I'm interested. Yeah, so please join if you're interested, obviously. If not, that's okay too. Yeah, so that is Secret Stitcher, and I'm hoping to bring that to you. The second thing is something a little bit more involved, and it's definitely going to take more involvement from other people as well and help. I'm a very big fan of webcomics, and a few of my favorite webcomic artists last year started something called ComfyCon, and it was basically a convention that you went to entirely from your own home. Fan conventions, if you've never been to one, often have various different things people can go to. A lot of it stems around the panels. You have a panel of people interested in the same kind of thing, and people go to be part of the audience to be able to possibly ask questions to the panel. We can do that virtually. There are ways now with Hangouts and YouTube to be able to do that kind of virtual panel where people could sign in to watch and ask questions. And, you know, there's other things that they did. They had just conversations, like basically kind of almost like a talk show kind of set up. I think they had several like interviews, like live interviews with various webcomic artists. So I have had an epiphany the other day that this kind of convention format could definitely work for the Stitchy community, especially such a huge YouTube community that we have on here. So I was thinking it would have to be on a weekend. I would think a weekend, 2 days, a few panels each day, maybe 4 or 5 panels each day that people could tune into. I definitely want to see a Garrett and Katie Coffee Stitcher versus Stash Queen ultimate, you know, Texan off. I think that would be absolutely hilarious. I think it would be great to have several of the designers, try to get them involved. Several of the hand-dyed fabric makers, hand-dyed floss makers. There can also be Q&A sessions, like let's say someone will do a Q&A session about how to get started in hand-dyed floss, you know, or how to get started in hand-dyed fabric, and answer questions all related to that. And it's a lot of, there would be a lot of planning, and I would definitely need more people. I definitely need more people to help me organize it, especially people who are familiar with moderating these kinds of chats. So StitchyCon, which is what I'm affectionately calling it right now, also has a Facebook page, which I started. There's no real polls on it yet. I'm going to probably put some polls on that later today. And I will ask some questions about that. It's going to be 2016 for sure, and possibly not until spring or summer of 2016. But the planning stages, I don't feel, you know, I don't feel wrong starting planning it now and trying to gauge interest of what will be around in that time. So, yeah, I'm excited about StitchyCon. I think it could be either amazing or really bad. So, I don't know. I find this happens when I get really productive and I've done a lot of things. I tend to end up trying to take on the world. But I don't think I'm doing that in this case. I think I honestly can see myself being able to pull off these two things. Secret Stitcher is not going to be that difficult because Elfster does the main. Basically, all I'm going to have to end up doing is, I think, collecting email addresses for the people involved. And before that, everyone has to agree on a price limit and that kind of stuff, and when we want to do it. So that, not much planning. StitchyCon is going to be a much different animal completely. First, I have to see if I can actually figure out anyone who would be interested in helping me organize it. I really want to do, before I end up doing anything else, I want to do some mock panels. That's going to be in the future as well, to see how things run. And yeah, there's a lot to plan. If you're at all interested in StitchyCon and planning, join. I'm going to put the Facebook group down there. Join the Facebook group and let me know that you would like to join. And help out, or would be involved in helping out. We need, the things I can think of off the top of my head would be moderators for panels, people who would be willing to be in panels, on various things, ideas of what kind of panels you'll see, ideas of what you would like to see in this kind of event. That's very important as well. So yeah, definitely let me know, and it's there to start talking about. So I thought as soon as I, got every the Facebook things, I thought, get it out there, let people start talking about it, see if they think it's a good idea, see if they'd even be interested in participating. So yeah, so that's my stitchy stuff for today. Hopefully I'm gonna get a little more stitchy stuff done this afternoon or tonight. And the other big news, well, it's been confirmed. Have officially changed my school course to video game design. I'm so excited. Yeah, I went to the class that I sat in on, and I think I was there 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and yep, I knew that's what I wanted to do. The teacher was fantastic. She asked me amazing questions about what my past experience has been. She seemed very satisfactory with the answers. I seemed very satisfactory with the answers I got to my questions as well. So, yeah. So I'm going to be going in next week to talk about logistics, but it's pretty much set now. So that's probably not going to end up starting until October, unfortunately. But that's okay. I can deal with that. Definitely. Because if it's something I can look forward to, the time's just going to fly by. I know it is. Yeah, so that's my very small video for today. I will hopefully be stitching more and get more actual whips to share. The other thing, next thing I need to do is actually start an actual rotation, which I know, Katie, I bow to you and your rotation. I'm not worthy. I need something like that to motivate me to get just stitches onto my pieces, because right now I don't want to look at any of them because they're all at these halfway stages that just make them so annoying to look at. And yeah, so that's my next thing to start planning, is my weekly rotation and how I'm going to get stitches on fabric. So hopefully next video will be a success of that, and at least some works in progress shown. And that's it for today. I'm off this afternoon to go see Pixels. Yay! Movie by myself in the afternoon. I love it. It's lots of fun. It's been a while since I've done that. So I'm off, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.